What's happening, everyone? 9th of April 2026, 6:21 p.m. The sun is up. The London weather, I tell you, it is getting better. This is what people have been telling you. Oh, don't worry, Collins. The sun is bad. The winter is bad. The rain is worse. The grey is the worst. It's miserable. It's depressing. But do not worry. London summertime, it is worth it. And for the first time yesterday, I went for a bit of a walk on the Clapham Common, and I tell you, it was 7 p.m., almost 7:30, and it was still daylight out there. And all over the park, there were people there, music, picnic baskets, having some ice cream. It brings a smile to your face. It's good. And while I'm walking there, I'm just thinking, this is nice. It also made me appreciate and realize in Australia how much more we get this rather in London. There's that small pocket of sun time, and that's when they make the most of it. The weather's getting better. I was meant to start my 9 to 5 work this week actually, but no, what had happened was unfortunately there's been a bit of a delay with my paperwork, with my reference checks and everything. So it is next Monday. That's all been signed and sent. Next Monday is when we start our 9 to 5, which is good. Like I said, if I didn't get a job within 3 months, I would have been in a bar doing hospo, but touch wood, we've got a 9 to 5 job, which is very good. For those that tuned in yesterday for the lengthy Lord of the Rings trilogy video I did yesterday, basically that was my 3 month recap being in London so far. And watching it back and editing, I talked about where I'm at, how I'm feeling and everything. But the one thing I didn't really talk about is actually London. I remember when I was in the same position as you. You're at home, wherever you are, in your country, in your room, and you're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, ChatGPT, trying to figure out what London is like. Are you making the right decision moving? And if I can tell you, in my 3 months of London, London's cool. London's great. It's safe. Unfortunately, the news will only highlight the negative. London love a stabbing. They love a pickpocket. They're woke. They're this. They're that. You'll always have your pockets like that, but London, the UK overall, now I've been here for 3 months, I think I'm eligible to at least say a little bit. Maybe in 6 months it'll change, but in my 3 months of being in London, London is cool. It is huge. There really is a lot happening. However, even though everyone says there's a lot happening in New York. I'm sure there's someone in New York who says it's pretty quiet. There's someone in London who says it's pretty quiet because you're not putting yourself out there and you're not going to the busyness. You're staying at home in your fat ass, doing nothing. If you want the busy, you got to go get it. But when you look for the busy, it is there. And the joy about it is it's so easy to find the busy. London is cool. It's great. In my area in South London, I don't think for my whole period of time in London I'll live in South London. But for my 3 months in South London, if you're thinking about moving to London, can't stress enough, you can't go wrong. It's a really good place. Like I said, safety is the most important thing. It's great. Everywhere you go, even if you chat GPT, the most safe place ever, there will still be a road or two that's a little bit dodgy. That's just everywhere you go. Have your wits about you. Back your sensors. Keep your indicators on. But besides that, I can tell you, I've enjoyed my 3 months in London. I think as time goes on, like I said yesterday, I still haven't made proper mates, proper friends. I think when that all happens and I keep doing more and more, I stop being a bitch and stop and really keep going more and more, then I may enjoy it more. But right now, not my career, not what I've come to London to do, only specifically talking about London, it's great. It's expensive. Won't deny that. It is expensive, but that's what happens when you move into a first world area. It's good. The people, they're great. I find specifically Aussies and Brits, we're very, very similar. Too similar. If it's not for the accents, you can't tell the difference. So I know I blended in very, very well. But can't stress enough, guys, if you are like me and you are researching, going to London doing this, you won't. You won't go wrong. You absolutely won't. Because guess what? You pick something and you're giving it a go. You're showing up unsure. I will repeat that a billion times before I die. What else about London? The weather? Yep. The train station. The tube is awesome. I always heard London Tube Station. Once you get there, it's great. Guess what? It checked out. It is phenomenal. When you're on maps, it looks like it's so far. It's all the way in the sticks. It's all in what. But the tube really does make it so good. 45 minutes, an hour. That's kind of the norm, it seems, in London. Half an hour to an hour. But it's whilst it takes time, it is so smooth and easy. Back home in Australia, there would be times where I've got to take 2 buses, a train, and then a walk. Here, it's just one walk, take 1 tube. Most of the time, you're good to go. Maximum 2 tubes. That's really, really good. What else can I tell you about London in my 3 months? The people are great. The weather's a bit... Look, the weather's part of it, okay? The weather is part of it. The cold, blessing in disguise. I moved in when it was cold at its peak, -5. The cold is shit. The cold sucks. But hey, that's part of it, right? That is part of it. What can you do? Embrace it, rug up, stay inside, do what you can. That's the weather. The architecture. There are some buildings where you're just on a normal road and you look up and there's a building that looks like it was from the 1500s. And I'm just thinking, what? How? It's incredible. London architecture is pretty insane. Paris was on a whole nother level, but London architecture, it was cool. Wherever you walk around, the houses is different. The feeling is different. I obviously only compare it back home to Australia. But in the richer areas, you'll have your behemoth of a mansions and you've got space between each house. Every house is kind of similar. Actually, let me see if I can... This is kind of my view. Oh, I can see my screen. Yes, amazing. See, so there you go. That's just literally London Houses 101. And it goes the whole street. There's no backyards like this little big. Minimal what you can do with it. And I remember talking to this person that I know, that I've been speaking to for a bit in London. I don't know if I can... No, we're almost mates. And she was saying, even in your richer areas, in Chelsea, in Kensington, in your Mayfair, and I went to Mayfair, you don't have those massive mansions that you would compared to, when you think of mansion, you think of your Beverly Hills mansion, your huge area, your palm trees, your pool. No, maybe inside, but from the front, it's still very similar to what you saw before. Maybe a little bit bigger. But London architecture, that's something that definitely stuck out to me instantly. Wow, that's a cool building. What else? The lifestyle, very similar to Australia. If I'm being honest, and going back to what I said earlier, you don't have to listen to this, but I remember Charlie Kirk gave an example, and he obviously spoke about America. He said Americans are the only people where they can trash their own country but refuse to leave. I remember on the news and on social media, I would see a lot of Brits do that. But you will still remain in the country. If I may say, as a foreigner who is now a little bit of time in London, like I said, maybe it will change 3, 6, 9, 12 months later. London is amazing. Your lifestyle, your England as itself. Maybe I'll go to Manchester, Brighton, whatever. But I'd like to think London's the peak of England. It's great. It's so good. It is really, really, really nice. It's clean. The people are great. My vocab sucks that I can't give you more describing words, but it is just really good. And to those people who, like I said so many times, are in my boat 3 months ago, should I do it? The news is there for a reason, okay? Just because I said don't always listen to the news, I'm not saying be naive and stupid. Yes, every time I pull out my phone, I stand with my back against the wall, I look at the left, right twice, and pull out my phone. Because yes, that's a thing. When I'm at night time and we're having a big night and there's a bit of an alleyway, I'm not going down there. When there's a few boys or a group that's having a few, you stay away. Keep your wits about you. I'm not saying be delusional. But like I said, with what you see on the news, it's all negative. Just like in Australia. I'm very confident. Everyone who sees Australia is negative. Negative. Everyone says to me, I am never going to Australia because of the snakes, the spiders, everything's trying to kill you. And guess what? It's true. No, let me tell you, as someone who's lived and breathed Aussie air, what you guys think is that you open up the door and there's a snake just going, hey mate, how are ya? There's a spider saying, hey, what's going on? Welcome. It's not like that. They are there, but it's not like that at all. In London, I remember at one point I thought, everywhere I go, is my phone going to get snatched? Am I going to get stabbed? Even your folks think that. It's not quite like that. In fact, I feel safe. I'm blessed. London is cool. England is great. I'm enjoying my time. So I just want to do this video just to add a bit of, as a foreigner who has welcomed me, thank you, with open arms because I did my visa shit all correctly. I and so many Aussies living in London right now, in England, it's going great. It's going great so far. This visa that I'm on is for 3 years. Of 3 years and I'm only 3 months into it. So very, very early days. But for the time being, my next 3 months, it can only get maybe better. The weather's getting better. Wimbledon is happening, Silverstone's happening. I hopefully will meet more and more people. I will start doing my work, my gigs soon and keep going in that. But like I said, this video is not about my career and me and my journey to Forbes and Time magazine. This is a video just as London in general. And if you're thinking about moving to London, give it a go. You have to. You so have to. The curiosity will kill you. It will fester. So all I say is get on the visa website, do everything right, and get over here. You won't regret it. London, England, 3 months into it. Maybe we'll do another video 6 months down the line. You won't regret it. Anything else? I really want to go to a Premier League game. That would be great. Tickets are really hard to get. Besides that, it's good. It's the most important thing, right? Safety, the people. Yeah, you won't complain. You won't complain. Even talking about it just makes me thankful. Like I said, I did everything the right way. There's no illegal immigrants over here. I'm just happy and blessed that Australia and London and England have a very good relationship that within a few clicks, visa approved. And I know it's so similar for Brits going to Australia. Wonder what Australia's like? And all those Brits now in Australia are saying this is great. But we've just gone, shoo. That's what change is, right? That is what change is. Something different. Oh, of course. Fun. Getting out there, enjoying yourself. Let me tell you, there is so much to do in London. So much. It is a monstrous of a city. And the joy about it is every pocket. South London, North London, East London, West London, West North, East West, South North West to the, you get it, East. Every different area in London is a whole different vibe, whole different, you could say feel for it. There is so much to do. If you go on ChatGPT and type in things to do in London, you're going to get a Harry Potter novel. It is great. Like I said, I've been here for 3 months, and like I said earlier, it's all about what you make and do with it. So there is no way I can sit here and say, oh, there's not much in London. It's not much. It's pretty quiet. There is a lot. Just gotta go out and do it. But I can tell you, in my 3 months here, so not long, I don't want to come across like oh yeah, trust me, I know the ins and outs of London. Don't worry. There's a lot to do. There's always some sort of community that you're into. All you gotta do is find it. No matter how fucked you are, do not worry. I think I saw an event that said touching medical. It was like some medicinal, spiritual, touching, healing thing where basically you touch other randoms and you. It was a bit kooky, but that's what I mean. There is something out there for everyone and anything. Just got to go find it. Yeah, it's. London's cool. London is cool. Get it done. Get your visa sorted. You won't regret it. 3 months in London is going great. Much, much, much more to happen, but that's on me. That's on you. That's on us. And that's London. 3 months. Until the next one. Cheers.